Hi, it's Pearly. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I was under the weather for a hot minute before. I still am. But don't worry, I'm getting better. I can talk still. I just sound like shit. So what's today's video about? Yu-Gi-Oh! 2023 in a nutshell. What was the best product? What was the worst product? What should you still buy? And what should you not buy? All of it is basically what was as good or hopefully better than the Rarity Collection. Answer, nothing. Nothing was good. All of it was bad. And here we are today to prove it. Starting with Age of Overlord. I'm actually going to be putting this in good because Age of Overlord is a decent set. It is such one of the most amazing products of all time in Secret Rares. The Wand Simple Spoils engine is amazing. SP Little Knight's crazy. And of course, the Horus Pile, I guess. Amazing Defenders. Now is forgivable. If you asked me at the start of the year if this was forgivable or not, I would say it's one of the most scammiest sets of all time. We'll get to those. Right now, I think it's a fine set. I think it just needs a little bit more love and appreciation, and it will find just enough stuff coming in the new year to make you want to buy more of it. Battles of Legend is forgivable. It's another set that absolutely is good enough to purchase if you just want to buy stuff from it. I bought a box of this at the start of the year, did not regret it. It was a very fun box to open. Syac. At this point of the year, I say Syac is kind of a bad set. Most of the support that came in Syac was cyber stuff. Most cyber stuff that you could play right now, I wouldn't bother touching, mostly because they just banned circular. We need a new cyber deck before we can even think about it. Until then, I'm not gonna bother with it. Dune's a very nice set. This is more of what people have said is a very good DLC deck, or what most people have said about this set is that it's a very good DLC set, and I have to agree with that. This gave us support for Infernoble, a bunch of like Odd Eyes monsters, a ton of like Chimera. It basically gave us everything we wanted, just to like fix up old decks and make them into the meta. And since then, Infernoble's been crazy, even with the Soul Day ban, or I sold if you're cringe. The Egyptian Gods manga release is a scam. It's such a big scam. Oh my god. These things are $400 for 3 metal cards. I've seen metal cards in my shop that are 20 bucks, and they give you just like the anime adaptation of the cards, or sometimes the full-on cards and just metal plaques. These are so not worth it. Do not buy these. Soul Burning Volcano. I'm gonna say it's bad. It's definitely not scammy. I will say it's very close though. It is definitely one of the worst selling sets of the year. But I think it's very much, if you would want to build out of it, you could definitely choose decks you want to build out of it. Battling Boxer, although people will not admit it, is a competent enough deck to play at locals, and it's the worst deck in this list. Volcanics is absolutely crazy. If you could play Volcanic Runic and just chill, and also Silence Tier 2, I guess. The original Legendary Collection. All 6 of the OG sets, very good set. I think it's a really good set for collectors, a very good set for like new players coming into the game to see where we came from over the years. It's a very nice set, although you may not get many actual meta relevant cards. Maze of Memories. Forgivable. I will say it, Gate Guardian support was very much a fine deck, but I will also say it's very much not good enough to like hold over the price of some of the cards that they wanted for it at the time. Other than that though, it did drop Baron's price down to like 50 bucks, so that's a very big plus for it. The 25th anniversary tins, I'll say now is a scam. Mostly because the only 2 cards you want out of it are Lubellion and Fenrir, and I'll be real with you, you can spend the same amount of money you get for the ones in these sets and buy the originals just easily. It's a disappointing set all around, I'll be honest. Photon Hypernova, I'll say now is bad because of the ban list that's been coming around. There's no longer any real crazy cards that can come out of the set that can really be great. They banned the biggest name in it. Kashtira is not really relevant anymore because of it. It doesn't really have much else to support going in it that's like worth anything, unless you want to buy like the other Kashtira cards that could technically be pricey, but most of it's just you're building it for speedrun at this point to lie to yourself. The Silver Dark Magician, or Platinum I guess, Silver Platinum, either way, 100% a scam. Holy shit, this fucking set sucks. Around $1,300 for this? Really? This was so bad. People wanted to sell their blue eyes when this was announced. Pot collection's fine. Very forgivable. I would definitely say that if you wanted a nice little niche collected of collectibles to put on your desk, the pot collection's perfect for it. It also comes with a bunch of copies for those same cards, so you know, I'd say it's worth it. Rarity Collection. The best set of the year, objectively. I've never seen a set turn everybody to fucking product fiends. In fact, I still see people trade baiting with it because people still want to buy this set. The structure decks. the red Archfiend structure is forgivable. I think it's a very good deck. Gives you a good start to the game. It is pure gas, so you can easily just build whatever you want off of it. It's a very good deck. The Fire King, I will say, is probably one of the best sets of the year, mostly because it is a really good introduction and starter deck to the game. Pretty much fully gives off a new meta deck almost just for $30. It is very, very freely accessible. Trap Tricks. Oh, Trap Tricks is so good. It's a very forgivable set though. You know why? Because it does something that like the red Archfiend deck didn't do, which was give you non-engine stuff. The issue is that Trap Tricks is such a mid deck that it does not matter. It's still a, if you want to put it even in a tiered situation, it's tier 3 at best, and more commonly you'll see it in rogue tiers. Valiant Smashers, 110% a scammy set. I think they knew that Centurion was like the only decent possible deck out of this, and just could not comfortably do the same thing they did with the next one, mostly because they knew we would fucking call them out for just being fucking money hungry fucks again. Speaking of fucking Konami being money hungry fucks, the Vanquish Soul box, because that's all it's known for at this point. 7 ultra rare slots were for fucking Vanquish Soul. If that doesn't prove that this set was a huge scam, I don't know what does. It was the only deck you really wanted to play out of this. All of Nouvelle was like low rarity garbage because the deck is low rarity garbage. The dinosaur stuff, you only play like 2 of the new cards in like dinos. You don't give a shit about anything else in this set. Vanquish Soul was like the only, or still only is the only things you get money out of in this set. And if you're buying this set to build Vanquish Souls, I wouldn't bother. Hey, that's the list. What do you think? Oh, please subscribe. 80% of my followers do not subscribe. You're not gonna say no to the little guy, he's sick.
I'm just a little guy, please.
I'm just a little goblin.